Hello everyone, welcome back to Work of Art. Happy to see you guys again. Today I'm going to do a video of all Clinique makeup and just kind of get started with my new colors that well, actually not new colors, colors I haven't done in a while for you guys. So I thought I'd do a kind of a quick and easy look and go ahead and show you some of the products as I go. I'll tell you a little bit about them. My very favorite foundation of all for years and years is Even Better from Clinique, and it's a texture that stays on so well that I spent an entire week in Hawaii wearing this stuff and I didn't get sunburned. I'm a very pale skinned girl, just really, you know, very, very fair, and how I didn't get burned, I couldn't say. It's only 15 SPF, right? But it works so well. It's so effective that I can trust it, and I wear it all the time. I'm going to blend out with a beauty blender. And I might actually use a little extra concealer or use another foundation as a concealer. Beyond Perfecting is a really nice one as well. That's a great formula. And basically what that's going to do is give you more pigment, and you can lay it right on top of any area that's dark, like use it as concealer, which is how it was designed in the first place. After they figure out they want to do it in a full foundation kind of ideal, then they decided to do a little bit more, make the product thinner, so you can actually use it as a full face foundation. So it looks pretty good. I've blurred out a lot of the spots and things like that. There's still more color on the cheekbones. That's mostly where I get a lot of the pigmentation. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little dab on my cheekbone area. And I believe it actually gets, I don't know why, but I noticed that it's starting to get like freckles showing from probably just driving in the car, things like that. So go back and blend this out as well. And then for my eyelids, I'm going to use the Beyond Perfecting concealer on my lids to hold my shadow, set my shadow. I'm going to use a different concealer in my eyes to brighten, just to give a little bit more light and life. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger here because it's mine and I own it. I'm at home. Normally you wouldn't use your fingers, of course, but I just like to have my warm fingers doing the work because you really can get some good coverage. So really nice even coverage there. A little too much actually. Change fingers. I'm going to use a little on the eyes just because it's here. I got a little too much on there. Just kind of pressing it in place there. So that's that. Wipe off my fingers here. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with brows and kind of work from top down. So all I do with my brows is just kind of fill in areas where it's a little bit thinner. This is called Brow Keeper. When it first came out, I thought it was the dumbest thing in the world. I mean, why would you have a waxy pencil on your eyebrows? That doesn't make sense at all. And then I realized after brushing it through, like, oh, there's waxes in here on purpose to actually groom the brows, to help the brows stay in place. So once you have the product into the brow area, wherever you need to apply it, and I apply it again certain areas, then you go back with a brush and it all stays up nicely. So that's why. So that took me years to figure out. That was years ago, of course, too. But anyway, so there's that. Got some good lift in the brows and all that. So I do have a color that I could use as a highlight. I will actually highlight first just to kind of show you. This is an eyeshadow. This is almost empty. I could do a bigger one actually, but I'll go ahead and do this. So this is called Daybreak, and Daybreak has actually, I've seen it actually in a set one time that was a little bit like a larger pan of it, and I thought that was like genius. Someone needs to make a huge big pan of this because that's really all I would need. And I just kind of set the concealer, brushing the Daybreak on the lid as well. This is not a Clinique brush. I just happened to grab this because it was kind of handy and soft and all that. So anyway, so basically, again, I'm fair skin, but the light will show off the cheekbones, and set that there. And See, this is like setting up to go ahead and do my shadow. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the shadows and start off with a little angled brush here. And I'm going to pick up mostly these are the colors I use the most. You see there's not much use in that last one. There's kind of dark for me. I have dark eyes, so I have darker hair underneath my highlights. So I definitely like the dark colors. So basically halfway across the outer part of the eye. I'm going to actually go cheat with another bronze brush here. Let's see, where are you at? Here you are. Okay, so I'm going to use another little soft brush, and this one this is an Estee Lauder brush for my other brand that I work with. I'm just getting the crease area. You know, I'm just going to do a little bit back and forth here so I give equal time to both eyes and get it perfectly blended. We used to have a color called Rum Spice that I really missed, and then really upset they didn't have it. I think they replaced it, and then when they came out with this quad, this Morning Java quad, I'm like, oh, there we go. That's what I want. That's perfect. Love it. So nice and soft, definitely dramatic, but this is kind of the look I'm going for today. So now I'm going to do a little bit of this gold in the inner corner here, or in the inner half of the lid, just to kind of get some more kind of glow going on in there. So I'll use this gold color. Bring it over into the other half of the eye so it overlaps slightly. So that's pretty good there. And then I'm going to use a big soft brush and pick up this light color. And it's a little bit, it's deceiving. It has a little bit of peachy kind of cast to it, so it's not as hard to blend in as opposed to a really bright light kind of color like that. So I'm working with bright lights, of course, so it's different than what you would see at home when you're doing it yourself. I love big fat brushes. The more bristles you have going on, the more fast the work goes. So that's that. I like that. I'm going to go back with a little bit more of that Daybreak, and we'll just pick it up with another. This is a little tiny brush. I'll just do a little bit extra right under the brow bone, so it's not like all too crazy bright, but it just catches the bone structure as you turn. You can see that right there. I thought I wear kind of olive and gold today, so I'm going to do green liner to go with this look. And before I do that, I'll make sure that everything's just blended all nicely and soft. So like that. So now the liner is going to be Intense Ivy. Intense Ivy is a really pretty deep green pencil, and it's beautiful with brown eyes and with warm colors. And the other reason is because my brown pencil I used it up a couple days ago, I had to put it in the trash because it was completely empty. And I say with these pencils is you can see actually where the color, it's right there. And this is like a little tool that lifts it up. So right here is all I have left. So I'll be needing to buy another one of those. And if you didn't know, if your product was clear, you couldn't see what was in there, you'd be sorry when you got stuck in the middle of something and didn't have any way to fix it. And this formula is Intense, call it Intense, and then it basically stays on really, really well. So once you have it on, it'll be there the whole day. Very reliable wear. So there's the green liner. You can take a look at the color there. Close my eyes. And then I'm going to line my lower lash line as well. Nice big eyes. Got a little too much product right there. It's quiet right now. A couple of the dogs finally came in the house. They're probably taking a nap now. And the other one is staying outside because she just loves to be outdoors. She's an outdoor dog for sure. A bit more right in there. Okay, so there's my liner. The cat back on. I have two mascaras to use, but actually I'm going to go with my favorite one, which is my High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara. It's just a really nice one. It has polymers that refuse to smudge and break down, so they do really, really well. Get lots of drama from it. Because the bristles are plastic, they separate beautifully. So you really can't mess it up. And I'm getting kind of like below me, so I can get down and get like right up to the skin and get the depth down there at the lash line. If you do happen to have a couple little weird wonky little lashes, you can turn the other end of it. It's like a little saguaro cactus like we have in Arizona. You can just separate them beautifully. And that's the end of that. So this one actually might be a little bit, it's getting a few clumps in it now, so it's kind of getting near the end, which means I need to go open a new one. But look how pretty that is. It does a great job. So I'm going to do my lower lash line as well. And I'm just going to wiggle it in there and just kind of like get a bit of color. The brush is a really big brush, so anytime you have a huge brush along the lower lash line, you want to not go crazy because you can make a mess. So there is that. I'm going to do my blush and lips, and that's pretty much all I need to do. It's kind of a look that I do all the time. I just love this combination of colors. So I've got my Clinique brush. This is called Cupid. It's Cupid. And it's a really soft one. It has a little bit of a little glow to it as well. It's kind of actually, it's almost like it's hard to say, but it's kind of like a warmer, peachy kind of a pink. So it actually is considered to be a dupe for NARS Orgasm. So if anyone's wanting to buy NARS and you want to spend your money and spend less and come buy a Clinique, I would get the Clinique one for sure. And then this is lip color I've loved forever and a day. And this is High Impact lipstick from Clinique, of course. They're all Clinique colors. And this is called Rosette. So this is, again, a really pretty pink, peachy pink color. It's warm. It's kind of a, you know, a neutral warm color. And it wears really well. It doesn't get crusty and gross. Some lipsticks get kind of weird, and you're talking to a customer and you look in the mirror like, oh my god, I can't stand it. I can't even look like that. So definitely this is one that just wears, it gradually loses some color on coffee cups and spoons and things like that. But otherwise, it's pretty reliable and it's an amazing formula. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you enjoyed my color selection and the kind of the things I told you about as I was talking the whole time. So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.